Hey everybody, back with another tabletop review. This is a Radical Firearms AR15. This video is sort of a response to some of the others that have been out there recently that go over what you can put together for the everyday man for, $1,500 or less. Well, I'm an everyday man and I call bullshit because some of what I've seen is not what the everyday man would ever even think of getting into or even spending $1,500 altogether on. So here's a real everyday man showing you what you can put together that's every bit as usable and nice to work with as rifles that are several $100s more. I've put a few hundred rounds through this now. It's reliable. Being of the means that I am of, I don't have many thousands of rounds through any of my firearms because I don't have ammo sponsors. I don't have that kind of money to be blowing through brass. Your everyday man doesn't. But what we do know how to do is spend our money wisely. So here's an example of what you can put together, shopping the sales and finding decent items to make a quality setup for personal defense, home defense. Things have gone wrong, chaos in the streets, natural disaster, whatever. So I'm going to go over this rifle offering from Radical Firearms and a few things that I've done to it and about what it cost me altogether. So first off, this is a 16-inch rifle from Radical Firearms, and it was advertised on sale from KentuckyGunCompany.com for $399 shipped. And that's when I purchased it, probably about 6 months ago. I did pay a small FFL fee for having my background check done and picking it up. But still, you're talking about a forged upper and lower SOCOM barrel profile, mid-length gas system, 1-in-7 twist barrel AR for less than $450. There's your gas block in there. You've got your A2 flash hider. It's a 15-inch handguard. It's also offered in 12-inch length. We've got the B5 Systems Bravo stock. Very nice, more vertically angled grip. Now, the few things that I've done, put this cheap little no-name M-lock front grip on it. It had just your straight trigger guard, but I went ahead and got a B5 trigger guard, which was probably, I don't know, $10 or $15, same as the grip, $10 or $15. This larger magazine release was also like $15. Works really well for those that have thick digits such as myself, especially whenever you go to put some gloves on and make your digits even thicker. It's much easier to hit this. Also much easier to get your finger in there with a little more room. The safety I swapped to an ambidextrous Strike Industries safety that has a reduced angle of throw. I believe it's 60 degrees, and it also has the same length lever on both sides. One of them's not shorter than the other. The bolt carrier is a full auto style bolt carrier. The bolt has a magnetic particle inspected stamping on it. Charging handle is just your mil-spec design charging handle, works just fine. I put a silicone based, one of those little Accu wedges in between the upper and lower back here to take up a little bit of the play between the upper and lower. And I've got, to finish off the top, a True Glow 2x42 red dot. It works very well. And that is the gist of it. That's what I've done. Other than, most importantly, this CMC Triggers 3-gun 2.5 pound trigger. That right there is going to help you get tighter groups. I don't care who you are. That trigger is much better than the mil-spec trigger that it came with. And then you also get these nice little anti-walk pins along with that trigger. Almost forgot to talk about that. But all told, with all my little ads, this rifle setup right here, $700. $700. Now I don't have iron sights on it, but I don't find those necessary. The red dot I could easily shoot 200 yards with, no problem. I've got decent eyesight, but I think most anybody could shoot at something considerable in size at that distance with that same optic. And in my area, realistically, it would be rare to even shoot beyond 100 yards. But this is an example of what you can put together working on a real man's budget, and it's going to get the job done. It's nice to shoot, it's comfortable, very usable, reliable. Parts are available anywhere and everywhere if something should happen to break, which I don't think it's going to be anytime soon or any sooner than any other 16-inch AR. Radical seems to be a manufacturer of decent quality, very similar in quality to many of your other American manufacturers. But I can definitely say that I recommend this rifle to anyone in the market. What you're getting for the money you're spending is great. Try to spend that amount. There's a lot of other rifles that are just beyond that price, and there are a lot of rifles that are also at that price that aren't this quality. So I'm going to end it here, guys, but that is my take on what you can do working on a tighter budget than the big YouTubers. See y'all later.